Deuteronomy 26:5. And thou shalt speak and say before Yahweh thy power, a Syrian ready to perish was my father. And he went down into Egypt, and sojourned there with a few, and became there a nation, great, mighty, and populous. Which, like I said, is Abraham and Jacob. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But yeah, it's Abraham. But you could put Jacob in there too, because it's the same thing. They kind of had the same things too, you know? Anyway. Abraham and Isaac also had the same things. They both was about to get killed for their wife. Murdered, actually. Abraham was about to get murdered for Sarah. He was afraid of getting murdered for Sarah. And Isaac was afraid of getting murdered for Rebecca, because she was also beautiful. It was scary, you know, because these people were scary. But with the protection of the Lord, nothing happened to them. Or else I wouldn't be here talking to you. But yeah, where there's Yahweh, there's a way, always. So yeah. Right. So let me. Okay. The Syrian part, I think I already covered that. Then you have here Rebecca the Syrian. Yes, she is a Syrian, and we also descend from those people. Also, as it says here in the book of Judith, chapter 5, this people are descendant of the Chaldeans. So let me go back to Judith. Judith chapter 5, verse 6. This people are descendant of the Chaldeans. Yeah, who? The Israelites. And they sojourned heretofore in Mesopotamia. Yeah, we were there. That's where we sojourned. Because they would not follow. So we came from Mesopotamia to this region that we were here. Because it says it right here. It says, and they sojourned heretofore. So the place where Holofernes is seeing them in the hill countries and stuff like that. In Mesopotamia. So before that, we were in Mesopotamia, descendants from the Chaldeans, as we are. And so is, what's this guy? Balaam. He's also that son of a bitch. He also. Because you can read that in the book of Deuteronomy 23. Because they, verse 6 or 5 or something like that, would not follow the gods of their fathers. Right, because Terah, he was actually following another god. Terah, the father of Abram, and Nahor also. They was following other gods. And you can read the whole chapter for yourself if you want to. Then you will see all the fathers that came before Terah. They was worshiping other gods. So that's what it says right here. Right. Which were in the land of the Chaldea. Yeah, we were there. But we left. And the Most High chose Abram. Later, Abraham. Jacob. Later, Israel. For they left the way of their ancestors. Yeah, we left it. We didn't follow after them. And these people are very powerful magicians. Make no joke. They're very powerful. Make no joke about that. And worship. So we descend from these powerful people. And going on. And worship the power of heaven, Yahweh. The power whom they knew. So they cast them out from the face of their gods. Let me read it again. The power whom they knew, the power of heaven, the God of heaven, Yahweh. Because there are many gods on the planet Earth, but only one power, Yahweh. So they cast them out from the face of their gods. They kicked them out. They was like, fuck out of here. Well, I'll beat you. Back in those days, if you disrespect their God, they want to kill you for that. Look at the Arabs. Go do that shit over there that you think you're doing over here. You're going to see what happened to you. Go ahead and do it. I dare you. Actually, don't do it. You're going to die. They're going to kill you. So going on, because they have that raw ass mentality. They will kill you for disrespecting their God and their prophet. So it says here, if they catch you. Especially the ones that really believe. Right. Let me go on. And they fled into Mesopotamia. Yeah. And sojourned there many days. And then, so they came and they went from here. They went from here to here to the place here. Yeah. That dwelleth in the hill countries. Yeah, we came there. And we started dwelling there. And then Holofernes saw us and he was like, who are these people? Where they come from? What was going on? And then Anchior told him. Let me see. Then their power commanded them to depart from the place where they sojourned, which is mentioned in the book of, I think, Exodus chapter 12. Wait, let me see something. Sorry, Genesis chapter 12. Sorry. Yeah. So they left. Let me see. They left. Here, Genesis chapter 12, verse 1. Now Yahweh had said unto Abram, get thee out of thy country. Yeah, so what country? Thy country. Get out of your country. Which was that? Well, the here, Ur of the Chaldees. Get out of there. And from thy kindred and from your family members, get away from them. And from thy father's house, get away from your father too, because he's idol worshiper. Unto a land that I will show thee. And I will make thee a great nation, and bless thee, and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. Right. And I will bless them that bless thee, and I will curse him that curseth thee. Balaam. And every nation upon the planet earth did that to us. And in thee shall all the families of the earth be blessed. And this is talking about the Israelites. I did a video about that already in Genesis 12. So if you want it, you can check it out if you have the time. Going back to over here, I explained that those families are the 12 tribes. So they're the only one that are going to be blessed on planet Earth. So yeah. Okay, so okay, I got that right. So therefore, you have then therefore for wait, go here. Right. So Genesis 26:5, and thou shalt speak and say before Yahweh thy power, a Syrian ready to perish was my father, and he went down into Egypt and sojourned there with a few, and became there a great nation. And became there a nation great, mighty, and populous. And the Egyptians evil entreated us, and afflicted us, and laid upon us hard bondage, slavery. And yeah, but this part over here, let me see something. Because Anchior, he wasn't alone. He was a hireling here. Judith chapter 6 verse 2 is the second chapter, the chapter after it, because I just read chapter 5 here. This is chapter 6. And who art thou, Anchior, and the hirelings of Ephraim? So it shows you that, hey, wait a minute, this guy was with some Ephraimites. That's why they know the secrets of the Israelites. Because you might think to yourself, like, how did they know? How did he know? And the Hamites, why don't they talk? Because they know, but they don't really 100% know. But they know who they are. But this guy knew explicitly, real good. Because he was with Ephraimites fighting against Israelites. These are, of course, hirelings. And they didn't really care. Until this day, you have bitches like Stacey Dash, the other one from Cosby shows. They hate Jakes. They hate themselves. You know what's funny about people that hate niggas, but they niggas? The funny shit? It's so beautiful because you are the thing that you hate. There's no punishment greater than that. You are someone that you hate. You look like the people that you hate or dislike. It's just very beautiful. Now I can understand because you have house Negroes. I hate you too, but that don't mean I hate my own race myself. No, I hate you. And it's the same thing with you have these basically sellout Negroes and stuff like that. They really want to be white people. You know what I'm saying? They really want to be white. You know what I'm saying? They want to be cave monkeys. They want to be Caucasus people, right? They want to be Edomites. And those are the ones that I'm asking, like Stacey Dash, this beast over here. Let me see, Stacey Dash. Wait a minute. Here, for example, this beast over here, that one. You know what I'm saying? It's so beautiful that she's a nigga. And she can't shake it. That's why she's trying to get all these Edomite husbands and stuff like that. I think she had 3 already. Maybe 4. I don't know who this guy is. There's another victim. Oh yeah, a semen victim. Yeah, right. So anyway, yeah, you got this guy over here. I think it's him. Yeah, I think it's him. Yeah, no, I know it's him. Because the reason why I said I think it's him is because This is another guy, if I'm correct. That's why I said I think it's him. You know, because this one is another guy and the other one is another guy, if I'm correct. And then you have four of them, if I'm correct. But wait a minute. Right, sorry about that. Now, the sellout there over here, wants to be an Edomite, but yeah, but it's all good, man. Uh, the Lord has a plan for her, and I would love to see that plan. Right, Judah chapter 6, verse 2. And who art thou, Enkiah, and the hirelings of Ephraim, that thou hast prophesied against us as today, and hast said, that we should not make war with the people of Israel, which is a man, that fathered these children, us. And he came from Mesopotamia. Well, he's a Chaldean, he's a descendant of the Chaldeans, some Syrian. Because their power will defend them. And who is God but Nebuchadnezzar? So because they really believed in Nebuchadnezzar that he's a God, like who is going to fight against Nebuchadnezzar, But anyway, verse 5, and Enkiah, the hireling of Ammon, which has spoken these words in the face, nay, in the day of thine iniquity, shall see my face no more from this day until I take vengeance of this nation that came out of Egypt. Yeah, because we also did come out of Egypt. Right, so going back to over, so that's why he knew. He knew what we were, and he told on us, along with the other Ephraimites that was there. But he was the spokesman of them, because they know. I mean, it's right there, Ephraim. They know exactly. It's their ancestors that they was fighting, their own people that they was fighting against, but they love money, and you have it until this day. House Negros, sellouts. They will vehemently, actively, proudly go against us, like Candace. She says that white people didn't invent slavery, and white people stopped slavery. That's what this monkey is saying. And a lot of people are disliking that, what she said, but ain't nobody doing her anything. She's walking around like George Zimmerman, or what's his name? I don't know. George Zimmerman, the guy that shot Trayvon Martin. She's still walking around. Still walking around. Just like I said, just like George Zimmerman. Right? This bitch is trying to tell you that basically cave monkeys stopped slavery. Oh yeah? Why don't you tell that to them sex slaves of Jeffrey Epstein? Why don't you tell them? Like, that Esau stopped slavery. Why don't you tell them? But anyway, this is another monkey that is fighting against her own. And the book of Second Maccabees explains beautifully what is going to happen to her. I can't wait. And Stacy Dash too. Yeah, Stacy Dash, you too. So, and your type, you type of black females, all y'all type. Yeah, I can't wait to do something to your hair. It's going to be attached to the rest of your skull. So, it's going to be a day. It's gonna be, but not now. See, I don't have the power right now, so. But the Lord is going to give it. The Lord is going to give it. Micah 7 and 10. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it. Yeah, you ain't seeing it now. And shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where's Yahweh, your power? Where's your God? Huh? White man is God. Devil. Fuck your God. Yeah, white man is God. White man saved us all. Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. What's mire? Mud. This is mud. You're going to be stepped on like the mud of the street. Right, trodden. You're going to be stepped on. set one's foot down on top of your skull. Going on. Right. So back to, wait, I have another one. Yeah. So we are descendants from the Chaldeans, from the place of the land of Ur of the Chaldeans. We're actually descendants from there. But the Lord set us apart from them and then made a nation named the nation of Israel. It's a people, but it's actually a man. A people that came from a man. You know, because Abraham the Hebrew, Abraham the Hebrew, he was Abraham the Hebrew. From him comes Isaac, and then from him comes Jacob, and then from Jacob comes the 12 tribes, and then from the 12 tribes we come. So we came from one man. His name is Abram. Yeah, we came from Terah also, you could say, if you go on, but the Lord separated us from them. Just like how he is about to separate Esau from us also. We already separated, but we don't have power over him. That's just, that part is just missing. So now when you read the book of Deuteronomy chapter 23 verse 7, it says, "Thou shalt not abhor an Edomite, for he is thy brother. Thou shalt not abhor an Egyptian, because thou was a stranger in his land." This word over here is actually Syrian. Yes, Esau is a brother too, but in the book of Obadiah, he's cut off from being our brother. Obadiah chapter 1 verse 10. And yes, it does come later than the book of Deuteronomy, so you might say like, well, in that time, yeah, but you have to read the book in his whole. So, yeah. Deuteronomy 1 verse 10. Obadiah 1 and 10. "For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever." You're cut off. And you're going to be cut off by slaughter too, which means, well, butcher. Butcher. You know what a butcher is? You know what a butcher does? You know what a slaughterhouse looks like? It's a lot of blood over there. If you go to the slaughterhouse right now, there's a lot of blood over there. So if you can't stand blood, you shouldn't go to a slaughterhouse. It's not something that you want to see if you can't stand blood. Well, you should picture a slaughterhouse, but then Edomites up in there. That's what the Lord is going to do. Don't get it twisted. There's no repentance for the house of Esau. And there will be no more any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord had spoken it. So that's one place, right? And then you have here also, well, I think I have it here. Okay, let me go here. So it says here, Deuteronomy 23 verse 7, it says, "Thou shalt not abhor Edomite." So this is 103, right? So it says here, Adamaya, sorry. It's actually Adamaya, but anyway. So here it says Adamaya, fully. Fucking devil. Why don't you write it fully? Because they want to confuse you. Could here it looks like Adamya, meaning Adam, yeah. That's how you could actually Adamya, right? But if you check out these three words, that's how you write Adam, from the ground, which is brown, different shades of brown. The word Adam means ground. They don't say it here, but I have a different Amalek. I went actually to an Amalek site and I looked up Jewish names, and Adam, it says, means ground. Let me see. Son of the red earth. They want to make it red. You see? Because then I have another website that shows you that it means, look. It says here, ground. That's what it means. And Edom means red. Adawam. That's his. Oh shit! I gotta save this. I gotta save this website. Okay, I gotta save this website. Jeff A. Banner. Who's that? Is he mine? Author. Jeff A. Banner. Author. Study alphabet. Oh, is he mine? Jeff A. Banner. Yeah, that's him. Dozens. Yeah, that's him. Dozen books of the Bible, including High bestseller. Okay, this guy, this Edomite guy. Yeah. Oh, he got older. Okay. He probably was young here. Oh no, Zakwan actually means elder. So it might not be him. I don't know. Maybe he calls himself elder. But anyway, let me take a picture of this too. Screen picture. Got it. And also this one over here. Oh yeah. Look at him right here. I didn't even notice it. Wow. I didn't even notice that. Damn. Anyway, I clicked on the name Jeff Banner, and stupidly, I didn't even notice this. I think it wasn't even there when I took his name. I don't think it was. Anyway, right. So let me go back over here. Where is it? Yes, Edom means the word Adawam, which is Adam. Which is Edom, and the thing is, or fully. How come you don't write it fully here? Because they want to confuse you. I gotta save this one also. Son of the red earth. Get the fuck out of here, bro. So that's not what Adam means. Adam means ground. Adama meaning earth. Yes. Here, a well-known Hebrew name. Adam means son of the red earth. Its meaning comes from the word Adama, meaning earth, from which Adam is said to be formed. The name also refers to the reddish color associated with it. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Because the earth is not reddish. That's grinded up stone. Anyway, fuck it. Right, I did a video about that already, so I don't want to go too much in it because I'm going to take long. So I'll just leave this lie here. And then this one is the truth. Adawam means red, and that's the full pronunciation of the word Edom, Adawam. But they say here Adamya, which it's actually Adawamya, which you see here, right? Okay. Patronymic, which means this. The name derived from the a name derived from the name of a father or ancestor, right? Basically, he's the patriotic person of the Edomite nation, Adawamya. That's what it says here. And here it says Adamya, but it's actually Adawamya, or Adawab. This is written here, right? Adawam, Edom, and Adawamya is Edomite, means red. Each of these words has the common meaning red. Dam is red blood. Yeah, dam is blood, right? Adama is red ground. Oh, the motherfucker says it here too. Adama is just it means ground. I didn't even know. I don't know this website, but anyway, Adam was formed from the ground. Dun, 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 dun. Right. The ground is different shades of brown. But then again, you're dealing with the devil here. He's trying to associate himself up in the scriptures. But let me go on. Okay, so it says Adam. Right, so it says here, from the picture and form, Hebrew 123. And this is Hebrew 130. And Hebrew 123, which is Adam, Edom, red, fully Adawam. And the other one is Adawamya. Right. And then it says here, see Hebrew 7:26. An Edomite or descendant from or inhabitants of Edomite. But Hebrew 7:26, says Aramite, Syrian, Kebith. I didn't know what this word actually meant, and I'm going to go up in it with this guy, this devil over here. But it says Edomite. So how can it be two? What is it? Is it the Syrian, or is it the Edomite? So what does it say here? Does it say thou shalt not abhor a Syrian, for he is thy brother, or thou shalt not abhor an Edomite, for he is thy brother? The Edomites are a brother, yes, twin brother, but they have been cut off. And I'll get up in here. No, wait. I'll get up in it here. It says here, Hebrews 7:26. It says a clerical error for 100, Hebrew 130. An Edomite, as in the margin, Syrian. So it says here, 1 Kings 16:6. An incorrect reading for Adawam Yam. Related entry, Aramya. Here it says Aram, and here it says Adawam. Sorry, here it says Adawam Yam. Adawam Yam, and the other one is Adawam Yam. So Adawam Yam is Edomite, and Adawam Yam is Adamite, right? And then they said an incorrect reading for which stands for Kwaraya. Kwaraya, right? Adam, Adamya. Okay. But it shows you that the point is, it says a clerical error, so why don't you fix it? Why would they? The confusion is beautifully already there, and therefore it benefits them very good, because now you're confused. And the Lord said He is not the author of confusion. But anyway, let me go back to over here. 1 Corinthians chapter 14, it says, verse 32, if I'm correct. Yahweh is not the author of confusion. But anyway, so now we know that our father Syrian, which was ready to perish, is talking about Abraham. You could put Jacob in there too. I always say that, but yeah. Abraham, and then Aramite and Syria. It says, "Thou shalt not abhor." Well, it says here Edomite. But let me go to this guy over here. Now check out the funny thing how he starts. You're playing Arabian music, and who are these two little white devils? They're not angels. Why are they here? What the fuck does this even mean? You have a dark-skinned person, but you have this? So what are they showing you? They're showing you that the angels are still cave people. That's what they're showing you. This is bullshit. Why is the Islam song playing? But anyway, and his name is Abu whatever the hell. So you already know what he is. He's a liar, that's what he is. But anyway.
Greetings. These days, when one looks at discussions between One West Israelites and people outside of the One West spectrum, or especially people who don't identify as Israelites at all, a subject that comes up from time to time is Deuteronomy 23:7, which many feel is at odds with the One West view of Edomites. And one common response to appeals to that verse from the One West side is to say that the current reading of Deuteronomy 23:7, which says, "Do not abhor an Edomite" in the King James.
It says it right here. Thou shalt not abhor an Edomite, for he is thy brother. Thou shalt not abhor an Egyptian, because thou wast a stranger in his land. That's what it says right here. But anyway, going back to over here, let me finish this up for before I go on, because I was looking for it, but I remember that it's here. Deuteronomy chapter 25 verse 17. Remember what Amalek, which is a child of Edom, is an Edomite. Amalek is an Edomite, the head tribe of Edom, did unto thee by the way, when ye were come forth out of Egypt. So this is the second time that the Lord is going to say that we need to exterminate Amalek upon the planet Earth. So it says here, first Deuteronomy chapter, because the first time that he said it was to Saul, and Saul disobeyed him, and therefore the crown was taken away from Saul because he sinned against the Most High the third time. He should have obeyed. He disobeyed. Deuteronomy 25:18. How he met thee by the way, and smote the hindmost of thee, even all that were feeble behind thee, when thou wast faint and weary, and he feared not Yahweh. Therefore it shall be, when Yahweh thy power had given thee rest from all thine enemies round about, in the land which Yahweh thy power giveth thee for an inheritance to possess it, Thou shalt blot out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. Thou shalt not forget it. So the head tribe of Esau, Amalek, is going to be exterminated. That's what the Lord says, because he says, when Yahweh thy power had given thee rest from all thine enemies round about. So this is talking about in the time when we are in the kingdom, when there shall be rest among us. I always forget the scripture. I don't know why and how. I just forget where it is. I just read it yesterday. I'm not kidding you. Let me see something, man. Wow. I don't even know. It's Jeremiah or Isaiah. Let me see. I think it's here. Yeah, here. Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 30, verse 10. Fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith Yahweh, neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity, slavery, in the land that we have been kept as slaves. The Lord is going to save us from there. The people that call themselves Israeli have not been saved by the Lord out of the land of their captivity. They wasn't enslaved there in Germany. They wasn't enslaved there. We are. Until this day, we are enslaved where we are. Europe, America, right? Because we don't have our land. We are being robbed, raped, murdered until this day. But anyway, and Jacob shall return and shall be in rest. That's about the time that we're going to get you Amalekites. And be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. Until this day, the Israeli people are afraid for their lives for the Arabs and stuff like that, for the the retaliation for all the things that the Israeli people have done to them. They are afraid for the retaliation, and our people, the Israelite descendants, are always afraid of being murdered, whatever. So we living in fear, but they're supposed to be in the Holy Land now. They're supposed to be the children of Israel that return back to the land. But it says that they will be in rest, and these people are not in rest, and therefore they can never be the true Israelites, because once the real Israelites get back in that land, they will be at rest, and none shall make him afraid on any side of our borders. Nobody's going to make us afraid, because we are going to own them. But yeah, wait. Right, so through the Spirit we know, and through history, to the physical form, to the physical eyes, we know that those people are not the Israelites, because they are not at rest from their enemies when they are back in the land that they say that they come from. When Yahweh that power had given thee. Okay, so Amalek is going to be exterminated, right? And the first time Amalek was mentioned, he was mentioned as one of the sons, so grandson of Esau. Genesis 14. No, he wasn't mentioned here as that. It was, let me see. Here, Genesis 36. And Timnah was concubine to Elibhaz, Esau's son. So Timnah was a concubine to Elibhaz, which is Esau his son. And she bare to Elibhaz, Amalek. These were the sons of Adah, Esau's wife. Right, so Timnah, she bare him Amalek. So Amalek is Esau, his son's son. So his grandson. Right. That's Amalek. So he's an Edomite too. Here it says Amalek is going to be exterminated. The book of Deuteronomy chapter 24 says it also. The book of Job talks about the wicked, and that wicked is Esau. Also extermination scripture. The book of Obadiah 1 and 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh had spoken it. There's another extermination scripture. Malachi 1 and 2. I have loved you, saith Yahweh, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith Yahweh? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. So the Lord hates Esau. Romans 9 and 13. So this is the Old Testament. and the end of the Old Testament, and this is the New Testament. Romans 9:13, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. So the Heavenly Father replays it, revisits it. He repeats it. That's what I was looking for, actually. He repeats it again in the New Testament. So just so you might have forgot, like, oh, I don't that. Shut up. As you can see here, the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 48. Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect. So if the Lord Yahushua said we need to be perfect just like the Father is perfect, and the Heavenly Father hates Esau, shouldn't we hate Esau too? I'll let you fill that one in. Anyway, so going on back to over, let me see. Yeah, the Deuteronomy part thing, right? Now, if you go to this guy here, he's gonna say some things. He might sound smart to a lot, because if you read the comment board, a lot of people are going to be like, yeah, you're right, yeah, everything get Holy Spirit. It's Adawam, yeah. It's not Adam, it's Adawam, motherfucker. But anyway, let me go on. You gotta watch these devils. You gotta watch them. But then again, it's good because they're here set up to confuse the majority of the Israelites and themselves. The Lord shall choose their delusion. But the elect is gonna snap out of it and be like, that's not what it said. But anyway, let me go on.
The current reading contains a quote-unquote clerical error.
Yeah, I just read that over here. The clerical error here. It says here, Arawamya. Sorry, Arawamya. A clerical error for Hebrew 130. An Edomite as in the margin Syrian. So here it says it is a clerical error for 130, right? Right. Okay. Now check how he uses it.
In this video, I'd like to briefly cover some of the history of that response, explain what it
I'll leave the link in the description box so you can check it out for yourself.
And also share my thoughts on why I think it's somewhat misguided. To begin, I'm going to show a clip of GMS. Now, this footage is more than a decade old, and it's my understanding that GMS was the first group to take this position, and it has spread outward from them to other One Westers. Now, it's important to note that in this clip, Ariam Lob attributes the idea to someone who is apparently not a One Wester. So this slightly more than 10-year-old footage captures when the idea first entered into the One West spectrum. Also, it's interesting to note that when you watch this 10-year-old footage, you can see them making the transition in real time from a previous response, which was to say, oh, the verse only meant not to look down on Esau because of his skin color or something like that, to this new response, which is to say that it's a clerical error. So we're going to take a look at this early GMS.
Yeah, the word abhor means to shudder away from. Abhor. It actually doesn't mean like you hate it. Here, abhor. It says literally, ab means, here, away from. So ab from ab, off or away from. And horer means tremble at, shudder, literally to bristle, be shaggy. So what is shudder? This is the shudder. I've never seen this one. This is shudder. See, the Lord abhorred us also. When? Where? Here. He also abhorred us. Psalms chapter 106. And why did he do it? Well, verse 44 or 34. They did not destroy the nations concerning whom the Lord commanded them, but were mingled among the heathen and learned their works. And they served their idols, which were a snare unto them. Yea, they sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto devils, and shed innocent blood, even the blood of their sons and of their daughters, whom they sacrificed unto the idols of Canaan, and the land was polluted with blood. Thus were they defiled with their own works, and went a whoring with their own inventions. Therefore was the wrath of the Lord kindled against his people, in so much that he abhorred his own inheritance. Yeah, because seeing them killing babies just like the Hamites, they was mimicking them. It's disgusting. Be like, ew, get away from me. Well, that's what the Lord said that we shouldn't do to these Syrianites. But let's say it says Edomites. The Lord still say He hates you. He hate Edomites, and what He wants to do is, well, you're not gonna be here upon the planet. You're not gonna be here. And if you want to be perfect, you need to be perfect just like the Lord, and therefore, you need to hate them too. How about that? But like I said, don't actively do it, because you need to be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove, because you're surrounded by wolves. Don't show your cards. You know what I'm saying? It's not that you're afraid. No, you're very smart. You're thinking. You'd be like, once I get my power, I'm gonna show you. But for now, how you doing? Yeah. Just be very wise. Like a serpent. Don't be a serpent. Just be like one. You'd be just like them, sneaking around doing stuff. But don't be a demon too. Actively open doors for them and shit. Laying your jacket down when there's a puddle of mud, and then you want one of their females to walk over your. No, don't do that, brother, man. Don't do that. Don't do that one. Right. So going back to over here. So that's what the word abhor means. It's not hate. But anyway, going back to here.
Use of this approach, which has pretty much remained the same as it spread to other One Westers, and then we'll explore what it means and why I think it's misguided. So here we go. I'm not a big fan
so then he talks about it. Okay,
making
cool.
recourse to.
Like I said, you can watch the video for yourself.
Now,
One point.
I'll put it in the description box.
It's really supposed to be an Aramaean.
Okay, now full disclosure, I personally am not a big fan of making recourse to Strong's Concordance, but nonetheless, since that's what Orion.
You're not a fan. Why? Because the Spirit isn't on you to be deep in these words. Because you're a devil. You want to go off of face value and trust off of the record of an Edomite that deceived the whole world by looking like he's not finna harm you with a suit and tie on. With kiddie porn in the suit, but you can't go up in a suit. With kiddie porn in his briefcase, but you can't go up in a briefcase because he gonna call the cops on you. And basically, you're gonna be shot to death for trying to take back the gold among the kiddie porn that he stole from your country and the oil and everything.
Law was appealing to, and since that's what.
In the time of the Native Americans, when they raped, robbed, murdered everybody in the whole land, all the lands of the natives, there was no police to stop them. And also the gold that they stole. The gold mine rush thing, age? Yeah, they stole that from the Native Americans on their land. And then, after it was all done, nobody went to jail because they're the cops. So how you gonna put a cop in jail while he got the gun in his hand? You want to try that? You want to try that again? No, you're not. Well, people did. And look what happened to them. You cannot fight against Esau because the Lord blessed him through Isaac. So if you fight against Esau, guess who you're actually fighting? If you fight against Esau as a nation, guess who you're fighting? If your parents, let's say you have 5 siblings, right? And the firstborn, right? And your parents about to go on a weekend vacation, but they tell the oldest, you are in charge right now. Everybody needs to listen to you. For I put my authority on you. Your father says that before he leaves with his wife, which is your mother. And all you 5 are in the house. But then you have maybe 2 or 3, or maybe 1 of the younger brothers or sister that don't want to listen to you, the older one. Who they disrespect? Who are they disrespecting actually? Are they disrespecting you, the oldest? Or are they disrespecting the parents that are not here but told the oldest, I make you in charge? Yeah, they're disrespecting you, but they're actually disrespecting the parents. Well, that's the same thing with Esau. The Most High put him over us. So that's why if you want to fight fleshly against him, you're going to die. Romans 13 says so. You're going to die because you're fighting against the Lord. You might not believe it, but that is what you're doing. You're going to fuck around and find out. But I would not suggest for you to go do that. You're going to get hurt.
everyone who takes this approach appeals to, let's take a look at Strong's Concordance. On your screen is the actual entry for number 130, Hebrew entry, Hebrew word number 130, H130 in Strong's Concordance. Now, recall that Orion Lob said,
it says here Adamya, but it says here Adawam. What? Adawamya, fully. That's how you fully pronounce it. Fully. Edomite.
that text states that it's a clerical error for number 726.
When you look up the number 130, right, it says a clerical error for 726.
The reason I gave you that example that he is a deceiver upon the planet Earth, I'll show you why you shouldn't just go off of face value what Esau says, because like I said, what he says looks good for the physical eye, but once you screen him, you'd be like, no, this devil is a liar. He been lying. Look at him. He looks like a liar. Now, to me, they look like liars. But that's because, you know, I've seen their history, their track record. Well, because to them, when I walk around, I look like a thief that's going to steal from a purse, or, you know, something like that. A drug dealer, a smoker. They often ask me, like, do you have a cigarette for me? Or a piece of paper to roll a weed with? That's actually what I was talking about.
However, Orion Law was mistaken. That's not what the text states. What it actually states at the end of the entry is simply C726. At the entry,
which I just did here. Here. It shows you that. Right. C 720, Hebrew 726.
for Hebrew 130, there is no reference to number 130 being a clerical error for number 726.
So he says it's actually this one to be the other one, and not the other one to be this one.
That said, let's take a look at Hebrew entry number 726.
He's going to explain it.
Number H726.
Right.
So here it is here, and what you'll notice is that it states that number 726 is a quote-unquote clerical error for H130. In other words, it states the exact opposite of what Orion Lob said.
Yeah, he says that, no, this one is the error for this, and not this one is the error for that. But you know what the funny thing is? Why don't you devils just fix it good? No, because he is the author of confusion, and therefore, just like how you call him, Peter, he was walking on the water to go meet Yahushua. What happened? O thou of little faith, why didst thou doubt? He began to sink when he was doubting. Esau is the creator of doubt, and therefore you're gonna die, because he makes you doubt. I'm not sure anymore. Guess bye. That's what he's creating. He's a devil. He's very smart. He's subtle. He knows what he's doing. Very smart. But going on.
He had the order backwards.
He said it's actually backwards, and not how the elder apostle Ramlab said it. But anyway, like I said, don't trust face value of a devil. He has an alternative motive. This motherfucker, he began his video with this praising Allah thing. The word Allah is in it. I don't want to listen to that shit again. But anyway, I hate those fucking sounds. I hate that shit. It's irritating. It's like listening to some bitch ass niggas singing about murdering these people. It's some irritating shit. Like, shut the fuck up. You irritate me.
Not that 130 is a clerical error for 726. Rather, 726 is a clerical error for 130. But there's more. There's something that Orion Lob didn't point out, and it's something that is also not noted by seemingly any one Wester that I've seen make this claim, at least in my experience. And that's that at number 726, it states in parentheses, as in the margin. Note that phrase, as in the margin, which I'll zoom in here.
So I looked up that word, as in the margin, because they were using these little devil tricky ass shit. I just hate it. But it's a real irritating word, like as in the margin. So I looked it up, and where is it again? Margin, margin, margin. Here, margin. It says here on the edge, basically edge, brink, border, margin, border, dun, dun, dun. And then I typed in here margin of error meaning. So it says here, to put it simply, the margin of error means the degree of uncertainty that your survey result might have. So you're not sure. Some kind of weird shit. Here, the margin of error. A permissible or tolerated degree of deviation from a correct or exact value or target. I still don't understand what it said. Fuck these devils. This is some weird word. But anyway, if you check it out, let me see where. But funny enough, this devil, he actually explains it very good. So let's go back up in there. But just remember this word. He's going to explain it now.
And ask yourself this question. What does that mean? What margin is being referred to? This question is a significant one.
Oh yeah, sorry. Before I go on, it says here, Kethib, right? Kethib.
And the answer is important to understanding what's going on here. So what margin is being referred to? This is a bit more clear in the corresponding entry in...
It says Second Kings, right? The incorrect reading for Arawam Yam. It says it here. Here, Second Kings. An incorrect reading for Arawam. Why don't you fix it then? No, I'm here to confuse the stuffing, Sadia. And what is a clerical error? What is clerical? Error, we know, that's a fault. What is clerical? Concerning with or relating to work in an office, especially routine documentation of an office. Okay, whatever. Relating to the clerky, that's it. Okay, so what's relating to church, priestly? What's a clerky? The body of all people are ordained for religious duties, especially in the Christian church. So that's a clerky. So a clerical error is made by the people of the churches. And who prints these books? Edomites. So they're responsible for this so-called mistake. But check this out. How come then they made a mistake with this? Here, check this out. Idumea. Why put this here? Why? Why did you put this here? Because it says, Isaiah 34:5, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven, behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, and upon the people of my curse, the judgment. Why don't they just put, because the Old Testament was translated from the Hebrew to the English. The New Testament was from the Hebrew to the Greek to the English. To the Greek, especially from the Greek to the English. How come you're using a Greek word in the Old Testament? Why are you doing this? Have you just read what I just read? Have you just read it? It said that the Lord is going to kill the people of his curse, the Edomites. But you don't know who Idumea is without the dictionary. Especially back in the days, you would, who is Idumea? I never heard of this word. It's nowhere else in the Bible. It only occurs 4 times in the Bible. So why put it there? To confuse you. That's it. Verse 6. The sword of Yahweh is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness and with the blood of lambs and goats. So he's going to kill both the wicked Israelites and the heathen nations. In this case also including Esau. With the fat of kidneys of rams, for Yahweh had a sacrifice in Basra. Ooh, where's Basra? That's the head city of, just like how Israel is Jerusalem, Basra is Edom. And a great slaughter in the land of Edom. Let me click here, Hebrew 123. What the hell is this? What is this? Right, doing it again. Edom and Idumea are two related but distinct terms. They relate to a historical contiguous population, but the two separate. Shut up. Red earthly, bloody, whatever. The earthly is funny. It's just funny. Anyway, so Edom and Idumea, no. It's the same word. They're the same people. Because it shows you right here. Sorry. Here. This one. Hebrew 123. Edom. That's it. So it shows you here. Edomites, Idumea. So it says here. Idumean. Edom red, Edomite, Idumean, descendants of Esau, the land of Edom, Idumea, Idumea, the land south and southeast of Palestine. Edom, the twin brother of Jacob. So it is him. Why are they between brackets? I think they call it in English. Hence the region Idumea occupied by him. It's just it's Edomites. Why are you using Greek words, Greek translated words to English? To confuse you. Where's the Wikipedia here? No way. Of saying what? Greek name of Edom. That's what it is. The Greek name for Edom. That's the only thing there is. It's just spelled different. Just like how you have in the Apocrypha, you have Habakkuk, Abakuk. So what does it say here? It says Habakkuk or Abakuk. That's what it is. Just like how you have Sevanias, Sophonias. Who is that? Here. Where is Zephaniah located in the Bible? Here. So Sophonias is Zephanias. That's what it is. The book of Zephaniah. Agus. You'd be like, what was that? What's that? Haggai. You see how they totally butchered it? Looked like freaking Zeus or some shit like that. But anyway, Zechariah, you already know that. That's easy. Malachi, you already know that. That's kind of easy too. Only the Y. And here only the Y. Zechariah. Zechari. Actually, it's kind of... But I see it. These one I had to look up. What the hell? And what the hell? I kind of figured this out Habakkuk when I read it the first time. Kind of figured it did look like Habakkuk, but yeah, I still had to look it up. And this one I just didn't know. I was like, what? Who is this? This one is kind of easy, kind of Malachi. But anyway, which is also called an angel. So this is the example how they changed things written from the Greek into the English, which they did with the Apocrypha. Right. So where was I again? Well, I was given an example. Yeah. So, right. So they did that here with Idumea because it represents their destruction. Ezekiel 35:15. As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt become desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea. Why doesn't it just say all Edom? What is this point? What are they doing? They're tricking you. Even all of it. And they shall know that I am Yahweh. But they do it on purpose. They change stuff on purpose. Because the Lord said that